Hey there, I'm Alan Matthews. In this video, we're going to get into using speed bursts in our arpeggio practice. Super fun stuff. Let's get cracking. When we are practicing arpeggios, something like this, any of our arpeggio patterns, if you're not practicing the arpeggio patterns, look below for the link and you can go there and get them. When we're practicing these, we're going to get to a point, if we're bumping it up with the metronome, and getting faster and faster, we're going to get to a point where they break down, because everything does. There is a point at which we all break down speed-wise. And so the way to actually then bump up to the next level of practicing these is to use speed bursts. And so a very short little burst of speed and then a break. And so instead of a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, instead of all that going on, then we're just going to go and do it as a little burst. So it might just be just your arpeggio. I'm just going to use PIM for this video. So it could just be you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That would be a speed burst. You're doing those 3 notes very quickly, and then that's it. Now, that is one way to do it, but it might be that if you don't have your arpeggio really well defined yet, then it might be that that's all lilting or that's not very comfortable. So another way to do it would be to just the first 2 notes and then stop on the third, like this right here. Now I still did the exact same action. Both fingers came out and planted and everything. But then at that point, you can actually make it to where instead of 1, 2, 3, you can make it now 2, 3, 1, or 3, 1, 2, or something like that, so that you're actually making the loop in a different way. Or PIMP, pimp, so that you get back, but then you stop, because ultimately you want to be able to let them just roll. But you can't do that if you can't do that. And so then the way to practice that to where you can, to bump that speed up, is to actually give yourself little points to take a break, to take a little rest in the middle of that. And so get creative with this. Think, how many different ways could I figure to do just a PIM on 1 chord? How many different rhythms could I actually come up with to do it? 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. That's one. Here's another one. We're just changing the rhythm now, right? But it's making the group of 3 offset each time. And then finally, 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2. Is that the first one? Or 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and, or 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E. And those are the 3 different ones that you can do with 16th notes. You can also get into triplets and play with those as well. Just be creative and poke around and figure something out that you have a hard time doing, and then practicing it until you can do it. And then you may or may not ever do that exercise ever again. But if you can get into the habit of creating exercises in your practice and just being creative and doing something new, then you'll be much more inspired to practice arpeggios and to practice technique work in general. Keep it fun, keep it light and challenging, and also keep moving forward, because it's very easy to get caught in the rut and not even realize that you're there. But then the way that you can realize you are is that you're just not really excited. They just seem kind of boring. And if they do seem a little bit boring, then it's up to you to practice in a way that is not boring. And one of the ways that you can do that is speed bursts, and that's why we're doing this lesson right now. All right, great. So go slow, get everything just so. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it does. And have great fun in your practice. Hope to see you very soon. Please subscribe to this channel, and see you later. Bye-bye.